Reading rainbow. Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book. A reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. Friends to know and ways to grow. A reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book. A reading rainbow. Reading
Hi! Here we are, deep in the swamp near New Orleans, Louisiana. Swamps have always had a reputation for being kind of mysterious and spooky, but this one doesn't seem too dangerous. In fact, it's really quite peaceful around here, and thick with all kinds of marsh greenery and wildlife. I mean, look at this water. Looks kind of like root beer, doesn't it? You know, you can never tell what's in it or what might come out of it. And look at this. It's Spanish moss that hangs from some of the trees down here. It doesn't have any roots. It gets all the food and water it needs from the air. Oh, hiya, Jumper. Now, there's someone that no self-respecting swamp would be without. An alligator. They look pretty mean even without the spooky swamp and scary music. Actually, alligators can be very dangerous if you don't know how to deal with them. Heather Burden, a naturalist from the New Orleans Zoo, has come here to Cleavert's Alligator Farm to talk to us about alligators. Hiya, Heather.
Hi, LeVar.
Now, Heather, just how dangerous are these guys?
It just all depends on the situation. Out in the wild, they're not as dangerous as everybody thinks they are because they have a natural fear of humans, and they won't attack unless provoked. But in a captive situation, say in a zoo or a farm like this, or as a pet, they can be very dangerous.
Really? Well, now, you know, Heather, I've never been this close to an alligator before. And to tell you the truth, I'm really surprised at how smooth he is. I always thought an alligator's skin would be rough. He's really kind of soft, especially his belly, and cool to the touch, almost like a snake, sort of, huh?
That's right. They're both reptiles, and their body temperature is determined by the environment. So that when it's warm out, they're warm, and if it's a little chilly, they're going to feel chilly.
I see. Now, alligators spend a lot of time underwater, don't they?
That's
so
right.
They're pretty good swimmers.
Very good.
Yeah, I've noticed they have webbed feet here, right?
Right, that help push them through that water.
Uh-huh. What else do they use to swim?
They use this tail. It propels them like a rudder does. They can switch it back and forth and change directions.
Really? Is the tail the strongest part of the body?
It is strong. It can knock you over, but the jaw is the most dangerous part and actually the strongest.
Why is that?
His whole neck is nothing but muscle so that he can clamp down on his prey. And once it's clamped down, you can't pry those jaws apart.
How many teeth does an alligator have?
Most alligators have about 60 teeth, and the interesting thing is that when they lose their teeth, they keep growing back. So an alligator can go through 3,000 teeth in a lifetime.
Really? Now, how about his eyes up here?
Well, there's a reason that they're stuck up there on the top of his head.
Right.
When he's in the water and he's looking for food, the food that he's going to find is on top of the water. So his eyes are there to be able to see it.
Ah. How do they see underwater?
They have a third eyelid. It's called a nictitating membrane, and it goes over their eye when they go under the water. It's a transparent piece. It's clear, so he can see through it, but it protects his eye. There you can see part of it from the water.
So he's got another piece that just kind of comes down over his eyeball.
That's right.
Now, how big do these guys get?
A full-grown male, if he lives long enough, can get to be about 18 feet.
And about how much would an 18-foot alligator weigh?
He could weigh 1,000 pounds and up.
Oh, come on, 1,000
really,
pounds?
1,000.
Really? Now, how long do they live?
Scientists don't really know. They think they can probably live to be 100 years or maybe more.
Really?
That's right.
100 years? Well, how old is this guy?
This one's just 2 years.
My goodness. Are they fast alligators?
fast over a short distance.
Yeah.
They could catch you, say, in 10 or 12 feet.
Really?
After that, you'd get away.
So you'd be able to outrun one if he was chasing you?
Only if you could get past those 10 feet.
Now, you know, I've always wondered, Heather, why people were so fascinated by alligators and I guess by their cousins, the crocodiles. Why is that?
I think the biggest reason is because they remind people of dinosaurs. This is the closest we have. People look at them and they think that's what dinosaurs must have looked like millions of years ago. And the fact is that they all come from the same family. They're all a member of the archosaurs. I really need to get back to work, 𝗟𝗲. You think you could take care of him for a minute for me?
Oh, well, sure.
Bye-bye.
Bye. It's easy to see why alligators are the modern-day cousins to the dinosaurs, especially when we add that monster movie music. Music can really influence the way we see things. Watch us bring out the silly side of 𝗟𝗲𝗀𝗡. Or how about 𝗟𝗲𝗀𝗡 as a classical ballerina? Or how about a gator with the blues? The magic of music can charm snakes, even put people to sleep. And in this book, Mama Don't Allow, music turns out to be a real lifesaver.
Mama Don't Allow by 𝗵𝗵𝗀 𝗏. Read by Fred Newman. Miles got a saxophone for his birthday.
Wow! Oh, how nice. Oh, how awful.
Keep it down, son. Miles practiced until his mama and papa couldn't stand it anymore. And his mama said,
Why don't you practice outside, dear?
and so he did, as loud as could be.
Unbearable! Terrible!
Yuck.
Dreadful!
Miles strolled down Main Street, where he met a drummer named Al. Up Swamp Lane, where he met a guitarist named Bert. And over Bayou Bridge, where he met a trumpet player named Doc.
Hey, let's play some music,
Said Miles.
Loud music,
Said Al.
Let's be a band,
Said Bert.
the Swamp Band.
Cried Doc. And they played as loud as they could. Soon, the whole town cried out.
Swamp bands play in the swamp. Swamp bands play in the swamp. Swamp bands play in the swamp.
But down in the swamp, at the edge of town, the sharp-toothed, long-tailed, yellow-eyed alligators said,
We love that swamp band music. You do? We like it loud. Really? Come and play for the alligator ball. When? Saturday night, after the sun goes down. Meet you at the riverboat. We'll be there.
Saturday night, when the sun went down, the alligators came from miles around.
How do you like my fur?
They were dressed in their finest. The swamp band played their favorite song.
Mama don't allow no music playing around here.
She what?
Well, Mama don't allow no music playing around here. Now we don't care what Mama don't allow, gonna play that music anyhow. Mama don't allow no music playing around here.
This one's for Mama.
Oh dear, they're playing our song. Oh, real tail tapping music. Oh yeah. That music is good enough to eat.
The swamp band played far into the night. When the music was over, the band was hungry. So were the alligators.
What's for dinner? Something tender. Something juicy.
The alligators snapped their jaws and smacked their lips.
Oh no! What are you doing? Swamp band jump. Wait! How about one more song before dinner?
Okay, but make it short.
Make it sweet. Yeah.
And so the band sang a lullaby of swampland.
1 and 2 and...
When the moon is rising and the waters move slow, that's the time to sing softly and lay your head awfully far down in the gooey damp mud.
How sweet.
The alligators fell fast asleep. Miles piloted the riverboat back to Swampville.
Just a little closer.
The swamp band tiptoed home, playing that lullaby as quiet as could be. And Mama said,
Oh, how nice.
Miles and the swamp band had a great sound, didn't they? But then again, so does the swamp itself. Listen. There's an alligator's love song. That's got to be a cricket. Sounds like someone is catching flies on a lily pad nearby. Actually, all of the sounds you've just heard were made by a very talented performer named Fred Newman.
How's your mic levels?
In fact, all of the swamp band music, sound effects, and the voices in today's book were done by Fred. So let's go behind the scenes of Mama Don't Allow and see how he did it.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let's move into the book right now. Why don't we start with page 4? That's Miles strolling down Main Street.
Right. Can we talk about how long you want the sounds like Al comes on as a drummer?
Right.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. All right, guitarist named... So guitar, a bass.
I grew up in the southern part of the United States, and there were wonderful storytellers there. And the way they told stories was with sounds.
Okay. Trumpet, like...
And as a semi-adult, I've learned to use those sounds for storytelling.
Okay, that's fine. Why don't we try recording it?
Sure, we'll do that.
Roll tape.
Miles strolled down Main Street, where he met a drummer named Al. Up Swamp Lane, where he met a guitarist named Bert. And over Bayou Bridge, where he met a trumpet player.
The story is a lot more than just the words on the page, or even the pictures there. There's so much more that you can add to it. You make up, and that's improvisation. You do what you feel with the story.
Let's be a band, said Bert.
"A swamp band," cried Doc. And they played as loud as they could. And soon, the whole town cried out, "Swamp bands play in the swamp! Swamp bands play in the swamp! Swamp bands play in the swamp! Swamp bands play in the swamp!"
Is that?
Oh, that's marvelous.
You pretend, you make up, you play with the story that's there, and you can add all sorts of things outside of just the words, the sounds, the voices, to make these things come alive.
Perfect. That's it.
All right, so we got the melody.
Yeah, you got it.
What do you want to do first?
When we do something like Mama Don't Allow for television, it takes a lot of people to do that. People help me with the musical cues, and all of us collaborate and put this together, and that's what you see here.
Okay, you ready?
The secret to all the sound making is listening. You ask yourself, what is it that makes that instrument distinctive, that gives it that personality? And then you just pretend, you play with it. What you can do in a sound studio with the magic of electronics, I can do an instrument, play it back, and play with it more. It's like having a whole orchestra with just my own voice.
Mama don't allow no music playing round here. Well, Mama don't allow no music playing round here. Now we don't care what Mama don't allow, gonna play that music anyhow. Mama don't allow no music playing round here.
I have been called weird occasionally for making these sounds, and I used to be told, "Take it outside, dear." But I found that the people like that, and that weirdness that I had was in fact not a curse, but a gift. And that's what I do for a living.
Oh, how nice.
It's great to tell a story when you can make your own sound effects and music. And Fred wrote a book that can help you. It's called Mouth Sounds, and it shows you how to make over 70 different noises with your mouth. Now there's a sound I love to hear. The horn blast of the Creole Queen, one of the spunkiest riverboats on the Mississippi River. Riverboats were the showcases of the river. They brought folks along the Mississippi the best of everything in music, dancing, theater, food, and parties. What made them run was a big red paddle wheel, like this one, which weighs 20 tons, about as much as 10 big trucks. There were once over 11,000 paddle wheelers on the Mississippi. Enter. Do not lean back on chairs. Area closed. Watch your step. Lots of do's and don'ts on a boat, for safety's sake. Mr. and Mrs. Possum wouldn't allow Miles to play his music in the house for their ears' sake. How about in your house? What won't your mama and papa allow?
They won't let me ride a motorbike because they think it's too scary.
Stay up real late and make a tent in my bedroom. They don't let me leave my room dirty. I'm not allowed to cook or turn on the fire when I'm home by myself. I wish I could pick up my salad with my fingers. And I don't see why they don't let us stomp on the floor. We have a marble floor. I don't see how I could get through.
Well, one of the things my mama always allowed me to do was to read good books. So if you want to set your imagination sailing, then here are some great books you might want to take note of. But you don't have to take my word for it.
Hi, my name is Megan Edmonds, and I just read a great book called Miranda. It's about a very talented young girl who plays the piano. Miranda plays classical music and school anthems. One day, she meets a one-man band playing Boogie Woogie. Then she turns into a great fan, and she goes home and starts playing her own Boogie Woogie on the piano. Mr. Theodore said, "You are wasting your time, my dear child." And Mrs. 𝗕𝗂𝗀𝗀 said, "Stop that nonsense, Miranda." The pictures in the book were really a riot. My favorite picture was Miranda standing upside down on her piano playing Boogie Woogie. I read this book about 1,000,000 times, and it taught me that it's important to share my talent with other people, but it's also important to do my own thing. So boogie woogie down to your nearest library, everybody, and pick this book up.
Hi, boys and girls. My name is Joseph. Have you ever seen an alligator in a shoe store? Pretty weird, huh? Well, this is a book about just that. It's called Alligator Shoes. Alvin the alligator decided to go to the city, and he notices that people are wearing shoes. So he goes to the shoe store, but he gets locked in. While he's there, he tries on all kinds of shoes. He tries on dancing shoes, running shoes, sandals, going on the train shoes. He even tries on cowboy boots. Then Alvin falls asleep in a big pile of shoes. In the morning, there's a big surprise for Alvin and the customers. I think even if you don't like alligators, you should read this terrific book because it's funny and really weird.
Hi, everybody. My name is Zenton Maldonado Jr. Did you ever hear music in your neighborhood or apartment building? Well, I read this book about two brothers, where they found where beautiful music came from. It's in this book, Apartment 3, by Ezra Jack Keats. It's a story about two brothers, Sam and Ben, who go around all the apartments in their building. They search for a missing sound. A real good part is when they find where the music came from. It's coming from Apartment 3, where a blind man plays the harmonica. In the end, the blind man plays some sweet music with his harmonica. I think you should read this book because it's a great story. And it even shows you that you can express feelings without words. Use music. Go to your nearest library and get this book and check it out too. And the name of this book is, gotta try to remember it, Apartment 3 by Ezra Jack Keats.
The sound of the saxophone on the Creole Queen led me to an old friend, Earl Turbinton, a famous New Orleans jazz musician.
LeVar.
Earl, I didn't know you were here.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
We're playing a big party here tonight.
Oh, you're playing at the party?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So you're just doing a little practicing?
A little practicing, working on a little improvisation for a tune we're gonna do.
To get that good, you must have practiced a long time. How long have you been playing?
I've been playing over 30 years. I started when I was 12, yeah.
When you were 12? Was it difficult for your parents to get you to practice when you were that young?
No, but they couldn't stop me from practicing. I mean, they said, when is he going to put that horn away?
Really? You liked it that much?
I loved it, man. I practiced for hours and hours every day. And, well, let me give you an example. Like, sometimes when I'm really happy, I'll play something like... All right, and I might be real sad, and I'll play something... Or if I'm really angry, I'll say...
So you really do express yourself through your music.
Express yourself a lot, you know.
So do musicians ever communicate with themselves as well as with the audience?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes we'll play fours, exchange ideas. I'll play something, a trumpet player will play something. In fact, Jamil, come over here. Let's show LeVar something with a little call and response.
That's wonderful. That's great. So you really do put all of your emotion into the sound that comes out of your instruments, don't you? Now, is there one specific kind of New Orleans jazz sound?
Sure, man. We're working on something for the night. Check this.
Learned that music is pretty powerful stuff, and there's so much of it for you to explore. There's classical, jazz, rock, blues, and more. So keep your ears open and discover the joy of music and what a big difference it can make in your life. See you next time. Today's Reading Rainbow books are Mama Don't Allow by 𝗟𝗏 h'', published by Harper and Row. Miranda by 𝗟𝗏 𝗀𝘂, published by Macmillan Publishing Company. Alligator Shoes by Arthur Dorros, published by E.P. Dutton. Apartment 3 by Ezra Jack Keats, published by Macmillan Publishing Company. Mouth Sounds by Frederick R. Newman, published by Workman Publishing Company.